Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on the 3D Critic channel. I'm David, your host, and today I'm going to give you guys my performance review on the KD16s. Now for starters, on Nike's website right now, in certain colorways, they are going for $150 or $160. This specific colorway is $150, so if you guys are interested in buying yourself a pair of the KD16s, especially in this colorway and other colorways, I will leave the link in the description box below. Now when it comes to traction, you are going to get a full-length rubber outsole with a multi-directional traction pattern that looks like a bunch of gears all throughout the shoe. And when it comes to the performance on a clean court, it's actually pretty good. When it came to overall lateral movements, it was really nice and quick, and you were able to get open for a shot really easily. And being a primary defender as well, you were able to stay toe-to-toe with whoever you are guarding, and I was really happy with that overall. With vertical movements, it's really good as well. With hard stops, it stops on a dime almost every single time. And it was really good when you get a really quick first step. You get a really quick first step with this, and you get really nice grip off the floor when you take off on the shoe. And I was really happy with that overall. However, when it came to dust, it suffered quite a bit, and I was sliding around a lot because of that. And it collects pretty frequently, and you have to consistently wipe every now and then when you are playing on a dirty court. But it's really easy to take off because the rubber itself is like really hard to grip, and it's really easy to wipe off the dust. So keep in mind that when you're playing on a dusty court, it will pick up dust, and you'll have to consistently wipe every now and then, and you'll get the best traction out of the shoe that way. Now when it comes to overall durability and the red rubber, it is holding up pretty well overall. There are a couple of signs of a little bit of fraying in random sections of the traction pattern itself in the front as well as in the back. However, when you get to the purple rubber, you're going to experience way more fraying, as you can see right here. And you get it mainly in the purple wavy sections of the traction pattern. And keep in mind, I've been playing in these outdoors, and I've experienced this kind of fraying like the first couple of days I've been playing in this. So I would recommend that you keep these specifically indoors, because the rubber itself is really pliable, as you can see right here. And over time, when you play in these outdoors, it will fray really quickly on you. So keep it indoors to keep it long lasting, and avoid playing in these outdoors as a whole. So to get the best out of this traction, make sure you keep it indoors, because it will not be durable outdoors because of how soft the rubber is. And make sure it's on a clean court, because on a dusty court you will slide a lot, and you will have to wipe really frequently as a result. So because of all that, I'm going to give the traction a 7.5 out of 10. Now getting into the cushion, you are going to get a full-length Cushlon midsole with a Zoom air unit in the forefoot with a air Strobel in the heel. And as a cushioning setup overall, it is really nice under your foot. When you get to the forefoot cushioning with the Zoom air unit, it gives you a really nice responsive feel, and I was able to contest people's shots really easily, and try to block people's shots as well, and trying to get steals and be really reactive when it comes to creating havoc on defense especially. And when it comes to bounce, it has a surprising amount of bounce. Not like crazy bounce, but good enough bounce that way you are able to get rebounds as such. And with the combination of the shank plate that you see in the midfoot, and it continues all the way into the forefoot, gives it a nice springy feel. That way you are able to get up in the air really quickly. That way you're able to get the rebounds, as well as block people's shots as well, whether you are down low. And when you get to the heel, the Cushlon combined with the air Strobel unit, it is really nice and soft, and it is really compressed once you break it in. And it was really nice when it came to impact protection overall. The heel strikes were really nice, especially, and I was able to do heel strikes really frequently and not experience any aches in my back. So it was a huge plus in that front. And when it came to the overall heel-to-toe transition, it is really nice and fluid, and the energy that you get from the heel strikes translates all the way to the forefoot, and gives you a really nice spring with every single step that you took, and it helps you a lot when it comes to transitioning yourself from offense to defense and running up and down the court especially. So overall, I was pretty happy with it. It gives you really good impact protection when you need it, and gives you a nice responsive feel with enough bounce. That way you are able to get rebounds as well. So overall, in terms of the cushioning setup, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now getting into the materials, you're going to get a combination of this multi-layered engineered mesh here in the forefoot as well as in the back of the heel. And when you get to the synthetic leather, it's going to be in the toe box and stretch all around the midfoot and into the heel area and wraps all around to the medial side of the shoe as well. You're going to get a plastic TPU panel that looks like a shark fin in the medial as well as in the lateral. And when you get to the heel, you're going to get an easy patch because, as we all know, Kevin Durant is an easy bucket. And the tongue is really nice and padded. It is made completely out of mesh and has really decent padding overall and really comfortable. And in the heel, there is some really nice padding as well and feels really comfortable under your foot. And this whole silver lacing line that you see here is reflective, as I shall now demonstrate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The overall material itself is really nice and comfortable under your foot. I didn't have to break it in at all. It was very nice and flexible when it came to the forefoot. Didn't experience any pinching in the forefoot as a result. And because of how padded the tongue is, I didn't experience any pinching from the laceline area as well. So it was overall really nice when it comes to the overall materials. And the durability side of it is actually really nice overall, especially with the synthetic leather. The only concern that I have is this mesh material. It's a little flimsy and over time it might wear off. But outside of that, the overall material is really nice overall. And because of that, I'm going to give the materials a 9 out of 10. So when it comes to the fit, I would go true to size. The length runs a little long and the width is just right. However, there is a little bit of maneuverability when it comes to moving the forefoot up and down in the shoe. So to combat that, I'll probably do a double socking or get a thicker pair of performance socks to combat that, and you'll get a really nice snug one-to-one fit. So it's pretty good. Just make sure that you keep that in mind when purchasing these. And if you have a narrow foot, go down half a size, and when you are a wide footer, go up half a size as well. So because of that, I'm going to give the fit an 8 out of 10. Now, when you move along to the lockdown, like I said earlier in the fit section, it is a little loose and a little spacious when it comes to like how much space you have moving around with the forefoot especially. So double sock or either wear really thick performance socks. That way you have a really nice snug one-to-one fit. And as a result, you won't move around in the forefoot because of that. And when you get to the midfoot, it has really nice coverage from the forefoot all the way to the midfoot. And when you lace them up completely from the forefoot to the midfoot, it gives you a nice snug fit. That way you won't move around in the midfoot section. And it is really essential that you do that. In the heel, with a casual like lace up, you are going to experience some heel slippage to a degree where you notice it every single play. So if you lace them up really tightly from the forefoot all the way to the midfoot, you won't experience any heel slippage as a result. And because of that, I'm going to give the overall lockdown a 8.5 out of 10. So for support, you're going to get a nice wide stable base for overall stability. And in the forefoot, you're going to get a protruding outrigger that is from the midsole section right here. And on top of that, you're going to get some synthetic leather that helps support your foot. That way you won't roll over in the material and in turn roll your ankle as a result. When you move along to the midfoot, you're going to get a plastic panel piece that looks like a shark fin, which helps with the overall lateral stability. And for overall torsional support, you're going to get a midfoot shank plate that extends to the forefoot section here, which helps with the overall torsional support. That way you are stable in the shoe at all times. And when you get to the heel, you're going to get an internal TPU heel counter that helps prevent the heel from moving side to side inside the shoe. So the support for me was overall good, in my opinion. When it came to the overall stability, it was really good with the wide stable base that you had here, along with the midfoot shank plate that extends to the forefoot. Gave me really good torsional support. That way I was stable at all times. And when it comes to the outrigger, there was a little one, and it helped prevent my ankle from rolling, especially with the supportive material that I get from the synthetic leather as well. And the lateral support that I get from the midfoot helped overall as well. However, when you get to the back, there was a little instability when it came to being guarded down low. When I was getting bumped here and there, I lost stability a little bit, and it resulted in me losing my balance as a result. But the internal TPU heel counter helped prevent the heel from moving side to side. So overall, it's really good when it comes to overall stability. Just make sure you don't get bumped into. That way you won't lose some stability when it comes to like the heel portion. So overall, it was pretty good in general, in my opinion. So because of that, I'm going to give the support a 8 out of 10. So to sum it up for you guys, it is a really solid shoe overall, in my opinion. The only thing that drags it down and preventing me from recommending it to you guys is probably the traction. Because of how it performs on dust, it is not great when it comes to dust, and it is not as durable as I would have liked as well. I experienced the wear like literally the first day I played in them, and it got a little worse as I kept playing it every single day that I played in them. But outside of that, the traction overall is really good on a clean court. On top of the cushion, it's nice and comfortable and responsive with a little bounce as well. The materials overall really nice and comfortable. Gives you a nice fit and really good lockdown and support on top of that as well. It is overall a really good shoe indoors, but I wouldn't recommend them outdoors as well. And that is my review on the Nike KD16s. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below on your experiences if you have had the KD16s, anything that you have had with them so far, along with any other questions that you might have for me as well. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the subscribe button down below. It is greatly appreciated as always. I appreciate the support to help this channel grow. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I will leave that information in the description box below for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this video was beneficial to you guys. And until next time, keep shooting.